Kiyoshi Joe, I mentioned how the
scenery, it all contributes to the feeling of like a living, breathing diorama that's living inside your 3DS. I know you can't see it from where you're sitting, but trust me, it really, really pops. And just before I really get into this, a little bit about me. This franchise holds a very special place in my heart. The North American localization of the original Paper Mario for the N64 was actually the first. I'm going to give you a little preview. This guy just ambushed me while I was talking, so I'm going to wail on him really quickly. Ignore what you're seeing here because I'll be describing it in great detail in one moment. Yeah, that didn't just happen. This guy's just getting taken care of real quick. Okay. And yes, we're done with that. All right, so stickers. That's what I was talking about. They're everywhere in this game. They're stuck to walls. They're behind bushes. They are carried by enemies. You really have to scour the environment for them because they are your bread and butter in the game. You can actually see here Bowser used a little piece of like police tape sticker to hold down a piece of the environment to try to prevent me from getting up here, but of course he failed. You're really going to need stickers for everything, and the most important thing you'll need them for is battling. So now I'll get into a real battle the way I meant to before. So you can see this is very familiar for Paper Mario Vets, right? It's a turn-based battle system where you'll see guys wandering around the stage. You can get in fights with them if you start the fight effectively by jumping on them. Obviously, you get the first hit in. If not, it goes rather poorly for you. But once you get in here, it's time to pick your battles, basically. And ordinarily in a Paper Mario game, you would pick from a menu here of attacks. But here, stickers control the entire show. Offensive, defensive, everything. And you can see down here on the bottom screen, I got a whole album full of them. I'm not going to tell you what that door does right now. Instead, I'll just do a typical jump on this guy. And the action battle system remains and is as good as ever. You have to be paying attention at all times. Timely button presses allowed me to just wail on that guy and then allowed me to block the attacks. Obviously, I still took a little damage, but it allowed me to lessen the attacks of these Goombas. And strategy comes into play big time. So, for this one, I don't want to absorb any more attacks, so I'm going to actually use an attack that I think can probably take care of both of them at the same time. A couple of good time presses and wipe them out with a Koopa Shell. Battles will produce coins. They'll produce more stickers. In this case, I got some coins. Both of those you need to collect a lot of over the course of this game for reasons that I'll explain in just a little bit. First, I want to show you another element of this game. You can see over here this fan. This does not look like it lives in a paper world. This actually looks like it was ripped directly out of our world. And there are a number of items like this in the game. All of them are important for very sort of specific reasons that I'll get into later. But you really want to scour every single environment to see how many of them you can find. All right, now indulge me for a second while I run back over here and take a look at that area I was in before. You saw before when I went up here that there was a big breeze blowing. That's because the fan was on. I turned the fan off, so now everything's mellow over here. But the casualties were this Toad's flowers, which he lost, and I can help him out. I mean, it's kind of funny that he's there crying, but I think I'm going to be nice to him instead. And to do that, I'm going to use a power called Paperization. By hitting the Y button here, I just froze the scene and turned it sideways. And you can do this anywhere. You can take a look at whatever's in the environment. In this particular case, you can see that there's some spots down there that look like they could use some stickers. So, of course, this guy lost some flowers. So I'll use some of my attack flowers here to see if I can replace them. Got to stick it on there nice and good. That's an ice flower, and then maybe do a fire flower here. And then I'll finish it off with I'll do a shiny fire flower. Shiny ones, of course, for those of you who are avid sticker collectors, shiny is better. All right, so those look like they're taking root there, and flowers. And you can see it didn't just bloom his flowers, it actually threw up a whole bunch of stickers that I can collect to replenish what I just kind of spent on him. And even more so, I used 3 and got 6 back. More importantly, this guy is so psyched that I helped him out that he's actually giving me a really important item. This is an HP up heart. And this is actually going to boost my maximum HP. Now, those of you guys who are vets of this series probably noticed in that earlier battle that I didn't actually get any experience points, which is weird. For the Paper Mario series, you're obviously used to getting experience points. You're still going to have this sort of RPG leveling up experience in this game, but it's going to be gotten in a different way. You have to solve people's problems, like I just did. Oh, I'm losing all those stickers. You have to, solve puzzles in the environment. You have to scour all these areas to find hidden nooks and crannies and find secret sticker caches. You really just need to look around, and that's the way that you're going to boost your album size. You're going to boost Mario's health. You're going to boost your attacks. So, pardon me for a second. I'm going to use a little bit of magic of pre-production software to jump to another area. Obviously, won't be able to do this in the final game. Now I am actually right outside of the main town in the game, and this area features this very perky toad who has a stall that does has a very, very important role in the game. So when you're going through and you're collecting these real-world items, you can eventually bring them back to this spot and maybe some other spots in the game. This guy's got a great stall, and he's instructing me to sling my thing up there. Now you can see I actually have more than just the fan in my inventory. I got a couple of things here. Those are all wonderful items, and there are a ton of them in the game, but I'm going to use the fan for now, huck it up there, and turn it into a sticker. And now you can see that's a big sticker. It takes up a lot of space in my inventory, so you're going to have to manage your sticker loadout, as it were. And it's, it should be big because it's really, really powerful. If I use that in battle, it would completely destroy whoever I was using it on. But typically, these special items also have a very, very specific purpose in advancing the story of the game. So I'm once again going to use magic and hop out to where we can make use of this fan. Well, hopefully that guy's not going to get too. No, don't attack me. All right. So here we have a windmill. There's no wind. So let's go into paperizing mode. And you can see there's a spot for a big old sticker there. So we'll pop the fan on. Stick it down. Let's see what happens. There we go. Problem solved. They told me I wasn't allowed to make a Mario's biggest fan joke here. I thought it was good. Anyway, so you can see now the blades have turned and I can actually access this windmill. It's not only sort of obvious spots like that you'll want to paperize and use stickers. You really want to look anywhere suspicious in the world. There's a lot of places where even a small sticker, an ordinary jump sticker might net you something cool. You're really just going to have to explore the world to find those spots. Now, I'm not going to go in there because there are spoilers in there and you guys don't want to see too many of those. Instead, I want to just pick one more fight here and show you one other really, really important mechanic. So there's not a ton of dudes in this fight. There's only 2 of them, but you are going to run into pretty big battles in this game with 5 Goombas at a time, or a really, really massive enemy that can do a ton of damage to you if he can attack. And in these instances, you're really going to want to use more than one sticker per turn. And to do so, you're going to have to spend some coins, which is why you want to collect a lot of coins. And you have to have a little bit of luck. So by using the battle spinner down here, I'm going to try to hit a jackpot. Come on. Oh, all right. Well, I didn't hit a jackpot, but I got 2 at least. If I'd hit all 3 coins right there, I essentially would have gotten showered with coins, as well as getting to use 3 stickers on this particular turn. As it happens, I can at least use 2 of them. So why don't we do... I'll chuck a hammer at this guy and then use a slap hammer on this other one. That'll do. Just own that guy really quick. So a lot of the strategy comes down to how you're going to manage your stickers when you have a whole bunch of guys in a line. It's really, really crucial that, well, you get lucky a little bit, but also that you use your coins wisely over the course of the game. There's a ton more that I can talk about, but I am actually out of time up here, so hopefully this taste is going to hold you over until a later date. But for now, I'm going to turn it back over to Scott.